Right now, one is one of those superficial waves that, I mean, someone such as myself could ride. I mean, I'm sure there's an air of desperation involved in my life, my day-to-day bullshit. Anybody who's, who struggles here and there experiences things like that. In this case, I mean, I'm talking about trying to get through to people on the DARPA internet when I live in the age of patently fascist censorship. And most people catered to it and they don't realize it. So right now on TikTok, you got all these Muppets out there. Let's see if this is one of them.
Just a gentle reminder from Germany. We all have to...
I'm moving this along. Isn't that what I left online? No, I did pinch that though. I do like it. That's what I'm looking for with the teamwork and the mass following and the blah, 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 blah. I could waste a fucking lot of goddamn time clicking on people's profiles and, playing the fucking game and following the leader like everybody else walking in fucking lockstep. And I'm sure I could probably amass more people than usual. But that's not the fucking point. What I have done on some of these posts is challenged what everybody is doing, how they're operating, what they bought into, the fact that they're following one another, blindly following one another, quite literally. It's ironic if you think about it. None of them know what the fuck they're talking about. None of them have a clue what's going on. And not one of them probably, I guarantee this, understands what fucking reflects reality. But best of all, the fact that they're being manipulated. And this is the thing right now. It's a social engineering trend.
I was on the...
There's one of them.
It worked.
And it's a pat on the ass. People like this because they're getting what they want, but they are misleading each other. And they don't realize what they should be fucking focused on is digging up the goddamn roots to what reflects reality. They think that they're going to find it on the DARPA internet. That is absolutely incorrect. Some of them, I mean, still labor under the illusion, or delusion that they're going to pop into a bookstore or order a book or something along those lines, and they're going to find the fucking answers between the pages of a book or the cover, the front and the back of a book. I'm tired. I just woke up and I'm tired of this shit, but that's my excuse. And that's also incorrect. If you trace things back, and this is something I'll get into when I argue with people, because what people will argue with you about is the superficial fluff. What do I mean by that? If you don't try to dig up the roots, if you don't try to dance things back, if you don't work back to where this shit came from, the earliest point of origin that you can muster, that you can come by, you will not understand how you're being manipulated. This is why I stress you and I we're surrounded by superficial people. They're skimming off the top of the slush pile. They've never considered, hey, where did this come from? Did this mean something else originally? Have I been spoon-fed a corruption of what once reflected reality? Is it even possible to dance these things back to the earliest point of origin? At least that we know of in our age. And people don't do that. They do not fucking do that. I had an example I was going to throw out, but why? Why bother wasting the time and energy spoon-feeding you something that people are never going to look up? And what I'm talking about is something that you could figure out. You could connect the dots and find this thing, where it fucking came from. And you don't see that online. You don't read that in books, and people sure as shit don't know these things because you and I are surrounded by people who don't have a clue what's fucking going on. But they're more than willing to play follow the leader.